Hi, welcome back to Family and Fit, where we talk fitness and how to integrate it in your busy lifestyle. So, just kind of want to give you all an update. We got a new piece of equipment for the channel. I think it's a very, very important piece of equipment that's going to really up the level of this thing. Probably one of the most riskiest bets that I've made so far as like overall just improvement on the channel. I don't know how much better this will turn out, but the overall concept of this is right now you're watching me shoot this from the drone. That's the new product that we got. We got a new drone. So I'm using this feature that's called active tracking. The objective is for me to use active tracking in the future, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a lavalier mic on and then just talk to you guys like that, and basically my drone's going to be my cameraman for the most part. My little brother here, he's leaving me, moving to Florida here in like 3 months, so he's my guy. Been kind of helping me out on the side with doing YouTube videos, helping me shoot, helping me edit a little bit, did some of his chore stuff. Been pretty cool. I've done most of the workload, but he's been kind of getting into it a little bit. So I kind of wanted to just talk to you guys about intermittent fasting though. That's the main thing I really want to talk to you all about today. So what I want to talk to you guys today is about intermittent fasting. I haven't made a video about intermittent fasting since the beginning of the YouTube channel, and I've been starting to use intermittent fasting more here lately. I generally don't use intermittent fasting in a bulk, but one thing that I've been noticing has been helping me stay on track with my macros. Essentially I have not been eating till lunch, and my overall goal is to keep my calories lower at the beginning part of the day. That way, whenever I get home, I have the right sources of food to be able to get my protein macros in, because almost everybody knows, and if you don't, protein is the hardest macro to get in. It's just it's one of those macros that your body just doesn't satiate for it. Your body doesn't really desire it on a very primal level. So protein is one of the first things that people will cut out. They'll eat fats like butters and oils and fried foods, and they'll also eat sugars like cake and just different sugary foods and stuff like that. So what I've been using intermittent fasting, in the way that I've been using intermittent fasting, essentially I've been fasting until noontime. Then, I hope I'm recording on the drone. That sounds really suck if I didn't. And then when I go to break my fast at noon, essentially what I'm doing is I'm consuming 2 protein shakes, about 60 grams of protein, just kind of curb my appetite until I get off work. So it's almost like the 1 meal a day type of diet, but I'm more flexible with the approach, and my overall goal is to get a nice protein boost, so that way when I go home, if I happen to eat a little bit junk, and eat a little bit too much junk food, I'm okay, and I don't have to worry about necessarily messing up my macros for the entire day. Now, this bulk phase right here, I've done the best that I've done so far as hitting my macros properly and keeping my protein levels very high. Like sometimes whenever I was bulking before, I didn't care about protein all that much. I tried to get it a little bit higher, but I would still probably, a lot of days, be only getting about 100 calories or 100 grams of protein a day. And it's definitely not sufficient. So yeah, essentially I can come home, eat like junk, and I don't have to worry about my macros being completely jacked up for the day. I can still stay on track and still boost my protein levels up. And if it's days where I just really do not feel like consuming hardly any proteins, and that happens a lot for people who are bulking and they consume a high level of proteins. Their body gets like sick of eating proteins. Like you don't eat any type of meats, anything with protein in it pretty much. Anything with a protein, you're like feel sick of eating it. So I've been consuming a heck of a lot more protein shakes, more than I would probably ever consume, but it's just because I'm one of those people where I get sick of eating protein. So it's just very easy for me. So I am one of those people that it's very hard for me to consume the right amount of protein for me and not feel sick in my stomach. So by doing this approach, if I have to, I'll consume another protein shake or 2, and I'll be at 90 to 120 grams of protein just off the protein shakes alone. Hey, baby. And another thing with this intermittent fasting is that I'm able to keep my calories down lower by the later times of the day. So whenever I overeat at night, this is really helping me prevent. Hi, baby.
Guess what Emma did?
Car.
Guess what Emma's mom
Car.
did?
Okay, come over this way, guys.
Take it over there.
Dad, look what Emma's mom gave me. Look what she gave me.
Spin it around. Put on, baby.
minutes, 11 seconds. 7 minutes, 11 seconds. Bro. 3 months, bro. I moved
I can't believe this thing's fucking rolling on its own like this.
Though.
So where was we at with that?
It's nuts.
So I'm able to keep my calories lower by the end of the day, and that really helps me from going into a dirty bulk, which a dirty bulk is whenever you're consuming like maybe 500 to 1,000 calories more, 500 to 1,000 calories more than what you should be, and 500 to 1,000 calories more than your maintenance calories, and that right there will put you in what's called a dirty bulk, where you'll gain a bunch of extra fat that you don't necessarily need to gain to make muscular progress. So this is one of my main goals, is to make sure that I'm lean bulking this time, and when I'm done with this bulk, I don't have a bunch of fat that I gotta cut, because I hate cutting. Cutting's so super difficult for me, and like, I think everybody hates cutting though, so I just don't want to make the cutting process any longer than I have to, and also I want to stay into a bulk as long as I potentially can, and the only way I'm going to be able to do that is if I feel comfortable with my own body, and that's a big thing for everybody. Now, some people are willing to put a little bit extra fat on their stomach, but it's something I'm not necessarily really willing to do. I want to make sure I'm keeping myself lean, because this next year I want to be my best physique possible, but then again I also want to make proper gains, so I want to make sure that I'm doing this thing properly. Don't let her touch that screen. So this is kind of how I'm going about utilizing my intermittent fasting in a bulk. This is the first time I've ever really used intermittent fasting for a bulk. I always used it for a cut, but I just find that it's really helping me hit my protein levels and my macro levels and my calorie intake for the day, so that way I'm staying into a lean bulk and not a dirty bulk. If this tip helped you guys, make sure to put it in the comments below. If you have any other tips to go along with bulking and intermittent fasting, make sure you put them down below. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure to hit that subular button and that notification bell next to it, because we'll be posting every Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday. Have a good one, guys.